Our third speaker, give me a huge round of applause for Eppy and Muranda.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Great applause, well done. Now, Eppy graduated with a BSc honours degree in diagnostic radiography and currently works as an interventional and fluoroscopy specialist radiographer. She also works with women who suffered or are still suffering with domestic violence. This passion came from a personal experience of emotional, spiritual and financial abuse. This speech entitled, "The Power of Self-Belief in the Midst of Adversity." Please welcome to the stage, it's Eppy, everybody!
No pain, no gain is the phrase I grew up hearing day in, day out in my lifetime. I'm sure you've heard the same phrase again. And I used to wonder, do I have to go through pain to gain what I want to achieve, to gain my goals? But as I grew up, I realized I didn't need to go through pain to achieve my goals. What I needed to do is simply work hard and achieve my goals. But how can I achieve my goals if I'm surrounded by people who are always negative? People who can tell you you can't. People who are telling you the impossibilities. People who are telling you the whole list of people they know that have failed. Or the people that have tried the same thing and they failed. That used to put me in a different position. I used to cry to sleep, engulf my pillows with tears. I was like a child left in a darkness. I cry my tears out and I would be wondering, why me? But as the time grew up, I began to motivate myself. I remember the story of a caterpillar. I'm sure probably some of you know it. It says, when a caterpillar thought, my own is finished, my own life is finished, it became a butterfly. And that's the step I always make. I remember 10 years ago, back in Zimbabwe, right in my village, Mupururu, I remember mentioning that I wanted to be a radiographer. Guess what I was told? Oh, you can't. And I'll be given a list of possible people that could do it. And me, I felt disqualified. And imagine as a 10-year-old girl, being your passion being crushed at that tender age, what could you do? I was left to believe I can't. I was disqualified even before I start. But as somebody who has got a self-belief in her that never stopped my goal, I kept moving. 25 years later, I'm glad to tell you that I graduated as a radiographer, diagnostic radiographer. Not only that, I graduated as a radiographer, but interventional and fluoroscope radiographer. And I'm a senior in my team, and I'm always teaching consultants and everybody that is in my department about radiation protection. I'm a person again, if I may take you again, another example from background of domestic. I was abused. I didn't know where to turn to. You know the stigma that people give to? When you are a single mother, the community label you. And I mentioned this to my friends and I said, look, I want to register a charity. Guess what I was told? Some people look at the top of my head to the sole of my feet and disqualified me instantly. They will tell me I can't. It's impossible. That really killed my confidence again. But as somebody again who think about the caterpillar, when it's finished its own life, become a butterfly. I registered. I'm glad to tell you that I've registered now as a charity organization, Inspirational Women to Action. And we look after women who are suffering from domestic violence and all kinds of abuse. I'm quite happy to tell you, I'm always motivated by Martin Luther King. He said, if we have got a dream, wake up to it. Don't keep sleeping. If you wake up to a dream, don't let anyone tell you you can't. Don't tell anyone tell you the impossibilities. I always believe the sky is big for every bird to fly. It doesn't matter how many charities are out there. You can still make your passion. Don't believe for a no. Don't take a no for a yes. Don't believe in you can't. Don't believe in discouragement. Thank you.